Hello everyone, my name is Nathan Stevenson and I'm a services representative with GE Digital Energy. Today, I'll be showing you how to configure the fault report feature on the GE Multlin 850 feeder protection system. In order to do this, you'll require a PC with the EnerVista 8 series setup software downloaded on it, an 850 feeder protection relay, and a power system simulator in order to simulate a fault. Now the first step in this process is to establish communications between your computer and the relay, which I've already done. If you need help doing this, you can consult another one of the how-to videos on the GE Digital Energy website. The next step is to access the fault report on the software. Open up the 8 series setup software on your computer, and on the left pane, double-click on your device name, double-click on Set Points, drop down the Device menu, and then double-click on Fault Report. A new window will appear. In this window, you can configure all the settings available to you in the fault report feature. You can enable the function, you can select your pre-fault and fault triggers, and you can program up to 32 analog channels of information you wish to analyze. In this example, I've selected the 3-phase currents, the 3-phase voltages, all of their angles, and the frequency. Once you've configured your own settings, be sure to click the Save button in the top left corner of the window before exiting. Now before we can view a fault report, we must first simulate a fault. You can tell that a fault has been simulated once the trip LED turns on the front of the relay. Now a fault report is accessible. Open up the 8 series setup software on your computer, and double-click on Records, and then double-click on Fault Reports. All of your accessible fault reports will appear in this window, with the most recent at the top. Click on the View button to view the report. There are 3 different sections to the fault report. The first, Fault Report Data, is where you can view useful device information and other useful information such as the distance to the fault and the type of fault. You can also view the post-fault phasors, which will show the magnitude and angle of all the phasors occurring directly after the fault. And finally, you can view the analog channel values, which show pre-fault and post-fault data for all the analog channels you programmed earlier in this exercise. All of this information can be used to analyze a fault. This concludes the video on how to configure the fault report feature on the GE Multlin 850 feeder protection system. Thank you for watching.